one. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
I already see one animal. It's coming up on your left-hand side, a light brown animal known as the greater kudu.
Oh, wow.
The greater kudu is the second tallest antelope in Africa. This one is a female. Anyone know how you can tell? Any guesses? No horns. That's right. It's got no horns. There's also another animal out on your right-hand side, back behind the thicket of bamboo trees. A dark brown animal. It looks like it has zebra pants on. That's the okapi. The okapi is a pretty shy, reclusive animal. It wasn't even discovered by Western civilization until 1901. And although it kind of looks like a zebra, it's not related to the zebra. Anyone know what it is related to?
Right there, Em, look.
The giraffe. The giraffe, surprisingly, you would not guess it because they don't have that long neck. But they do a very similar skull. Ooh, I see a black rhino up on the hillside on your left-hand side. This is a watering hole. And the reason you will find a very rare species of rhino out here like the black rhino is because the watering hole is very important. All the animals come to get their water out here. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer to this animal. Now, the black rhino, there are less than 5,000 of them left in the entire wild. They do have skin 1 inch thick and charge up to speeds of 35 miles per hour, though, making them sound pretty indestructible, but unfortunately they're not. That's why they're here on the reserve, so we can help protect them.
Look at that rhino. Look at that horn.
A lot of the animals out here do camouflage really well, so if you ever see an animal that I don't, just let me know. I won't be offended in any way.
Charlie, hey buddy, did you see that one?
A lot of the animals out here camouflage really well, and that's what they're meant to do. Like coming up on your left-hand side, I see 2 big black and white birds. They're going to be out way on your left-hand side. They're laying in the bushes. They're black and white birds with big old orange bills. You can't really see, but they have yellow spots on their noses. That's where they get their name from, which is the saddle-billed stork. Looks like both of those are laying down. We're going to go ahead and leave the forest and head over to the Safi River, home to one of my favorite animals, which is the hippopotamus. You want to see some hippos? Yeah! All right, let's head over there then. Let's see if we can find anything.
Caroline, is this bumpy, buddy?
Hold on, little bump back there.
Oh.
Welcome to the Safi River. It looks like there are 2 hippos now on your right-hand side. Now, both of those hippos are very hard to see. They look like rocks sitting in the water. So we're going to go through the water in front of us, and we're going to head up to the next area. Just a reminder that everyone has to remain completely seated. Even children have to remain seated on your lap for me, please.
Look, you have to sit. Oh, there's duckies in
Oh, on your left-hand side, we got a big old island here. This is a great place to find hippos. In fact, I see one sitting right at the base of the island. It kind of looks like a rock. It's completely submerged in the water. There are also some birds on this island, like the ones in the nest are the white-breasted cormorants. And the white birds, the big ones, are pelicans. Those are the pink-backed pelicans.
See it right there?
Hippos are nocturnal, so during the day they usually do sleep. And then at night they come out of the water eating up to 100 pounds of food a night. They can hold their breath 5 to 8 minutes at a time.
Even when they're sleeping?
Look at all the blackbirds coming up in front of us, all vultures.
Oh.
There's scavenger birds. Oh, another hippo. 2 hippos down on your left-hand side. They're very hard to see. They kind of look like just rocks sitting down there. Make sure everyone stays seated for me. Some of the most deadly mammals in the entire world. Uh-oh, looks like we got some Nile crocodile on your left-hand side. The Nile crocodile are very large and very aggressive, much more so than their cousins, the American alligator.
Oh my gosh, they're huge.
These animals can be very, very aggressive, so you're going to want to make sure we stay seated as we go across this bridge. You want to be a little bit more daring. It looks like there's some people that cross over a bridge up way up there. It's called the Wild Africa Drift.
Charlie, look at Mommy.
All right, let's get out of here. It's a little too dangerous for me.
Rick, see how one that it's mouth open? Remember that golf course you saw?
Simba 1 here, over.
Schedule
You hear that? Elephants. You want to go see some elephants? Yeah, let's definitely go over there. We are going to have to head into a completely different ecosystem. The ecosystem that we're heading into is called the Serengeti Grasslands. The Serengeti Grasslands are home to millions of migrating animals every single year, including some of your favorites like elephants and giraffes. Everything that you see out here, minus the trucks, is made by the animals. Very surprising, but even the flatness of the ground and the bareness of the trees is made by the animals. For example, the giraffes that are coming up on your right-hand side, they're known as pruning shears. They like to eat all the leaves on the undersides of the trees. There are two different species of giraffes over here. The tallest one, that's fairly light brown in color, that's the reticulated giraffe, standing 20 feet tall. The one right behind it that's darker in color, that's not a baby, it's a completely different species. That is the Maasai giraffe, only standing about 15 to 17 feet tall. They have a very different pattern as well. The flatness of the land is thanks to elephants. We call elephants bulldozers because they like to push everything over. Antelope, zebra, and wildebeest are like lawnmowers because they eat all the grasses, while the gazelle and the warthog, which are the smaller animals, are known as trimmers because they trim up whatever is left over. It does make for a perfect and complete ecosystem where everyone gets just a little bit of food. The giraffe that's way out in the distance is another reticulated giraffe. They get their name from the Latin word reticulata, which means netting. They have more of a rectangular pattern, while the Maasai's have more of a circular pattern.
Do you guys remember when we fed that giraffe at the zoo?
Tall. There are also some antelope out on your left-hand side, way out in the distance, and some gazelle as well. The little brown animal with the black racing stripe is known as a Thompson gazelle, runs up to speeds of 55 miles per hour, and usually in a zigzag motion to get away from its natural predator, which is the cheetah. Then we got the giraffe, and then those lighter antelope that are out there are the Patterson's eland. They're some of the tallest antelope in all of Africa, standing about 6 feet tall at the shoulder, not even including their head or their horns.
Look at the giraffe, Charlie.
Look at that.
Hey, what is it?
It's a deer.
No, it's not
Baby
a deer.
gazelle.
It's a gazelle.
The little gazelles are called Thompson gazelle. We call them Tommies here for short. A lot of people think that the gazelles are babies, but they're full grown at that size, which I think makes them even more cute. A Patterson's eland out on your left as we turn this corner, very close. You can see how large these animals really are.
Hey, look at that one.
What is it, Charlie?
It looks like a sheep. Hi. When eating, it looks like a sheep. Hi.
Look, he's looking at
There's also some large dirt mounds out here. Those are termite mounds. Termite mounds can be rock solid thanks to the saliva of termites. In fact, you'll see elephants down here using them as scratching posts. Looks like there's some more giraffe coming up on your left-hand side, so get your cameras out and ready. We're going to turn around the corner here and get nice and close to them.
The camera? Just maybe get a picture of them?
I don't have the camera.
There's going to be giraffes on both sides, on your right and on your left.
Look, Charlie.
Oh my God.
Wow. Guys, look, it's coming right in the front of the road. It's going to cross the road.
Charlie, come here, honey.
The species of giraffe that is in front of us is known as the Maasai giraffe.
Charlie, look how close he is to us. Do you see him? Oh my goodness.
Hi. Hi.
Is he
Look
beautiful?
on this side.
I got a picture of you and Charlie with the giraffe behind you, but its head's cut off.
Ready?
Hi.
1, 2, 3.
Hi.
I have a picture of your head with the elephant.
How amazing is that? Anyone ever been that close to a giraffe? No, definitely a cool experience. Alright, let's keep on moving, see what else we can find out here. Ooh, I see some big horned
was a good
cattle
one.
coming up. Out on the right-hand side, they're going to be in the open grasslands. They're dark chocolate brown in color with big old white horns. Those are known as the Ankole cattle. The Ankole cattle will grow those horns over 6 feet long, and they sometimes have a circumference up to 20 inches. They're some of the oldest domesticated cattle in the entire world, originally domesticated by the Watusi clan.
You see what?
There are also wildebeest up on the ridge here. These gray animals, they have long white beards, and that's where they get their name from, the white-bearded wildebeest. They have the largest migration in all of Africa. They estimate about 1.5 million of them migrating every single year. Let's go right around the corner here, and we'll stop so you can get a good picture of these wildebeest.
Oh my goodness.
Hi,
See them?
people.
They're wildebeest. Say hi, wildebeest.
Hi, Wildy.
You might just be able to catch another glimpse of those Ankole cattle. They're going to be right out here on your right-hand side. Oh, and some more wildebeest as well.
Charlie doesn't know which side to stay on. Hey, Caroline.
Elephant territory over.
Oh, Charlie. Charlie, you hear that? What's coming? They can't find
You're
the
not a
mother.
baby elephant all by itself. That's no good. We're going to have to keep our eyes open, everyone. If you see anything unusual, let me know.
Where's the
I see some
elephant?
monkeys out on your
What?
left-hand side. They're
This
underneath
side.
the trees. Those
This
are
side.
mandrill monkeys.
Daddy's
Mandrill
side.
monkeys, very, very large. The males can weigh up to 100 pounds. They're the same kind of monkey that Rafiki was supposed to be in The Lion King.
Oh, Rafiki's friends.
Where's the monkey?
Oh, look, Rafiki in the back.
Oh, look at that one with the red. They have purple butts.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Okay, we're going to head up towards the
Emily,
red clay pits.
what'd
That's
you
where the
say?
elephants like to hang out.
Purple
It is a little bit of a drive out there, so I'm going to turn on some music, find a good radio station for us.